Hey, it's Mack with PriceActionTradingSystem.com. And it's Thursday, it's April 6th. This will be our chart lesson for the day, and this will be our last one for the week. No more chart lessons until Friday. I'm sorry, until Monday. No chart lessons on Friday anymore. So it'll be Monday before we do our next one. Uh, but anyway, I'm going to actually be taking the day off tomorrow, so there won't be a midday chart on the website either. So if you're looking for that, you won't see it. So just be aware of that. I've got a dentist appointment early in the morning, so I'm just going to take the day off. But anyway, pretty good trading day, a nice trend up, lasted most of the day. There were a couple of ways you could have looked at this. The brown channel is correct, but I was playing the blue channel, and I believe the blue channel was correct too. Um, Actually, you got more plays off the blue channel, so hopefully you did see that. But the brown channel fits, and it's obvious that, notice we had the break of the blue channel here, and we had two legs up to a new high, but we had the break of the brown channel here and a move to a new high. So it worked out both ways. So you could have played either one of them really, and but hopefully you saw them both, because if you saw them both, you got an extra play, which was a really nice move right here. So there's a nice second entry long here after the break of this brown channel. But let me back out a little bit. I'm going to go through these pretty quickly and wrap this week up. Oops, didn't want to grab that. That's right there. First trade I saw was right at the 7 o'clock hour. What time was this actually? It was about 7:20 when this bar started, but it's a second entry long. Notice you got this little trend line working up. It's the first break of it. You got plenty of room to get out. It's pullback first entry, pullback second entry. It's also a pullback to test this area right here, and it's right off the EMA. I like that one. Nice bullish bar, quick easy move up, and then we correct. There's a second entry long here. It's real questionable if you got to close outside. Looks like you do right here for sure. Maybe here, and then it moves to a new low. It's a second entry long, a real small bar, so I liked it. This is an uptrend. We've been trending up since way down, early yesterday, early in the overnight. I don't know what time it was. I'm not going to go that much trouble to pull it up, but I liked entering here. This is your signal bar here. Actually, this bar formed, it actually went lower first and then turned and went back up, and then it backed up a little more. So it's a real low risk bar going long right there. I liked it. You could have even waited on this bar and let it break higher and dropped the limit order back a tick or two into that one and got filled. But then you pull on back and it pulls back, and this actually confirms the main trend line. There's no break of this trend line, not even close. So I really, even though that confirms the trend line, it's a key entry point. I'm not crazy about it, because usually it will pull back and give you that higher low you need, and it does it right there. So I like entering there. If you want to be super aggressive, that's a long way away from the EMA, so maybe you take it. But I think you're better off to wait and make sure you get that higher low and a nice reversal bar, and you get that right there and look at it go again. And then we just kind of start working sideways here, but it works back to the blue trend line. Again, you really get a second entry long here, but it's not back to the trend line, and this is really a double top here. Even though this is a higher high, it's really just like a double top, triple top. So really you need to count that as your new high. First entry, pullback, second entry long, right off the key entry point. So I like it. You end up getting a higher low here. Just make sure you got enough room to get out. I like adding on or getting in here if you weren't already in, and then it pushes to a new high. We pull back and we do get a break here, but it bounces right off that brown trend line. It's also at this support area right across here. Nice bullish bar. I like going long there. And if you didn't see this brown trend line, then you may skip this one, because if you're doing that, you really need to play your trend line, and there's no break, and retest attempt yet. But it does go higher, and you get a first entry, and then you get a second entry, and look how everything's closing off the EMA and that original blue trend line. So I like going long right there. It's a little bit, it's really a trap because it looks like people are trying to pick tops here. I'm going to come back and talk about this here in just a second. Got an email from somebody, he's trying to go short there. This is an uptrend. Why in the world would you want to go short there? You can't risk that. Just like up here, you can't risk going short. So it drops down. You get a second entry long here. This one really could be blue. The reason I made it green was it's questionable. If you didn't see this brown trend line, then you probably want to skip this because you would have already had your break of the blue trend line and a big move up before this correction. So, but if you see the brown trend line, then this could be blue. So depending on how you saw it would be whether you would look at that one as green or blue. And notice this is your first leg up, and then there's a perfect measured move. Basically, it looks like it went a tick or so higher there before it reversed. And again, you've got, it's tempting when you're that far away from the EMA, but let me show you a little something here that you pay attention to this because this is important. Notice the difference between if you'd have tried to pick a top up here and if you tried to pick a top here or here. These are all bouncing right off the EMA. You're going short right into the EMA, right into the trend line. Same thing here. You're going short either right into the trend line or right into the EMA or both. But notice the difference here. You're way away from the EMA. Prices don't stay away that long. So if you're going to try to pick a top, at least pick one where it's way away from the EMA. And the same thing as far as getting long. You can't enter long way away from the EMA like that. The better entries form right around that EMA. It's got to be a super strong trend before you want to get long way away from that EMA. Notice where all these entries are. Either at the trend line, or the EMA, or the combination of both. And that's what you're looking for. Here you're getting away from the EMA, and you're expecting it to go up, so it'll probably snap back. So it's okay right there. And if you wanted to try to pick a top, this is the kind you look for. This one, or maybe this one, or this one. Definitely not these or these. So hopefully that's clear. And the couple of people that sent me an email, don't be trying to pick tops right in here. It's futile. You're going to lose 9 times out of 10 trying to pick tops. So anyway, notice what happens. You finally have got a clear, convincing close outside of either one of those trend lines, a move to a new high, and then you get a reversal pattern. Look what happens. You're moving down first entry, you're moving down, you get that second entry long, you're through the EMA with very little resistance, you pull back, you test it, it fails that second entry long, that's your reversal pattern. And then I like adding on here. This one's a little more aggressive because you got a little trend line here. That's your first break of that trend line. And you get a close outside, and it tries to go higher, but you don't really get everything you need to feel comfortable about going short right there. It's not very far to the lows. So that one's a little risky, especially that late in the day. You get another one here, but of course that one covers the entire width of the channel, and you've already had your break in a new low now, so you're probably going to reverse any second, which happens. It pushes down a couple more times, and that's why you don't try to pick bottoms, because it trapped you a few times before it finally reverses. So wait till you get that higher low or lower high, and you've confirmed that it's actually used those first 2 swings. Now you know it's trending higher. So wait till you know the trend's going the other way, and it's trending up or it's trending down or whatever. And this one plays out too. You get a close outside, a couple legs up to a new high, and then you're just kind of working sideways after that. So yeah, it was a pretty good trading day. And really all you had to do was look for the longs until you got a break of the trend line. All your trades were pretty clear here and on the blue channel. And there really wasn't a whole lot after that. So you don't want to be entering in this because you're trying to pick tops. And if you were going to go short, this is the place you do it. And I'll be honest, I like the entering right there because you're way away from the EMA. But it's aggressive, and you better understand price action and know what you're doing, and you're better off just to skip it, because if you're wrong, you're going to get burned. You're better off to look for the longs, but by this time you're definitely looking for a possible reversal, so you got to be careful about getting long until, especially if you've got a trend line working down that's confirmed like that. So yeah, that's going to cover it for today. That's going to wrap our week up. And we'll be back again to do it Monday, but I'm done for today. Hope you have a great trading day tomorrow. Hope you have a great weekend, and we'll see you again on Monday. This is Mack with PriceActionTradingSystem.com, and we'll see you next time.